something other than bears. I wanted to lend my support for HB 1148, the bear bill, and also HB 1149, Sunday hunting. My district would be extremely happy if that bill passes it out of committee. I'm here to talk about HB 6812. It's an act prohibiting the issuance of otter trawl fishing permits and certain gillnet and longline licenses in the marine waters of the state. First, I want to say fishing is one of the most regulated industries in the state. They are regulated more than some people that wear ankle bracelets in our prison system. They are intimately monitored and tracked by DEP, and quotas are set by species in addition to well-established, rigorous regulations. This bill targets the salt in the earth, the last of our fishermen in Connecticut. These men and women are the stewards of our fisheries here in our marine environment, and they do much to provide fresh seafood that equates to over $500 million in economic prowess here in the state of Connecticut. Gill net fishing is a traditional fishing method that involves suspending a net vertically in the water and waiting for the fish to swim to it. Gill net fishing is a relatively low-impact fishing method. It has minimal impact on the environment, and it means that it's a more sustainable way of fishing as it does not cause long-term damage to fish populations and their habitats. And net trawling fishing is a also relatively low-impact fishing method. It can be done in a way that minimizes harm to the ecosystem, and the nets are designed to reduce bycatch, and the fishermen are often careful to avoid areas where the risk of damaging the seafloor is avoided. I want to tell you that this bill will put a lot of people out of work if it passes. That's what an Old Saybrook commercial fisherman has to say. Closing down the gill net fishing in the river and net trawling in the Sound would put me and my family out of work, along with many other commercial fishermen. I hope you will carefully listen today to the fishermen that are here. Many more would want to be here, but they are out fishing because they are very limited in the days that they can fish. So it's really sometimes impossible for them to lose an entire day's work to come here to testify in front of you. But I hope you listen to them. I represent the last commercial fishing fleet from Stonington, and we have people like Bobby Guzzo, who's here with his 2 grandsons, and Joel Lizza, who are strongly opposed to this bill, as are pretty much everybody on the testimony except for a few. Commercial fishing has been an integral part of southeastern Connecticut and Connecticut's way of life since before there were colonies. Local families going back generations have worked the sea to provide fresh seafood and feed the eastern seaboard, and the small, proud family businesses are now on the verge of collapse if this bill were to go through. Instead of job-killing bills like this one, we should do more to help our commercial fishermen. And just recently, Representative Courtney received a grant from the federal government for $900,000 to help repair the dock in Stonington. If this bill passes, we should return that grant because there will be no boats at that dock in Stonington. I thank you for your consideration, and I hope that this committee will reject this bill. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Senator Summers. Anyone with any questions or comments? I don't see any in the room.
Thank
You
you.
had the unfortunate draw of following someone that was there for 2 hours. So